together for the sake of our own national security and long-term survival.
I call the Honourable Member Alfred Nairo. Kia ora ana.
Kia ora ana, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that speech and that speaker is a reflection of the opposition of the Labour and the Greens. In other words, Mr. Speaker, the only growth in the manufacturing industry is the manufacturing of crisis. The scaremongering that continues to go on from the opposition about all the things that this national government is doing. Mr. Speaker, this national government has been working hard for Kiwis. We have a clear and consistent about our economic program and priorities in the face of continuing global uncertainty. Unlike the tired, plain smoking packaging opposition over there, this national-led government has a strong plan and a busy agenda, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have to become a more competitive and productive economy to give New Zealand businesses the tools they need to grow and invest and hire more staff. Mr. Speaker, so what does that growth look like? Well, 2% growth, higher than many other developed countries, and both the Treasury's half-year economic and fiscal update and the Reserve Bank's monetary policy statement show the economy is growing at an average of 2.5% a year over the next 3 years. At that rate, Mr. Speaker, New Zealand is expected to grow more strongly than the Euro area, the United Kingdom, Japan and Canada. They don't like to hear that over there, but that's the truth. That's the fact. It's in a report. You can read it. We're responsibly managing the government's finances. That means living within our means, Mr. Galloway, Ian Lees Galloway. Jacqueline Ireland from the Chief Executive of Colmar Brunton, what are the lessons that we can learn, that we have learned as a government and as a country? She says this: I believe that the recession and its aftermath have forced many businesses to look at their costs, to rethink their strategies, and those that have made good decisions are now stronger, leaner, faster, more productive and more agile. Economy is also about how we grow the economy in the homes of everyday Kiwis who are listening to these speeches in the House. So let's say, how have we made those changes? After-tax wages up 20% since 2008, over twice the inflation rate. Households' disposable income increased by almost a third in 4 years. Lowest mortgage rates, and here we go for Mr. David Clark, the lowest mortgage rates in 50 years. Tax reforms, encouraging saving and investment. We've increased the minimum wage 3 times in our term of government. What about investment? We have a business growth agenda, helping businesses to access the tools they need to compete internationally. Export markets, increasing exports to 40% of GDP by 2025. Innovation, helping businesses access the latest research and development and technology to increase output. Infrastructure, ensuring businesses can rely on roads, rail, broadband, irrigation. What about natural resources? Responsibly managing our economic opportunities and capital markets, encouraging more investment in New Zealand. When businesses have confidence, Mr. Speaker, that our economy is in good shape and in strong hands, they can create real jobs that support families. Skills, helping Kiwis upskill, train and find work in New Zealand and in tertiary places. Mr. Speaker, Sir Mark Solomon, the chairman of Tūrunga o Ngai Tahu, spoke this just recently where he said this: New Zealand's best intergenerational assets are its people and its brand. Let's promote these through education and sustainable resource management. So we're doing this as a government. We're boosting skills and supporting jobs. There is a great opportunity, particularly with the rebuilding of Christchurch. We've launched 5 new vocational pathways that are clear signposts that the subjects for young people should take to prepare for vocational careers in construction, manufacturing, primary sector, and the service sector and social service as well. 4,000 places available in trades, service academies, and 8,700 youth guaranteed places. We're revitalising the industry to ensure people have the right skills in the right places. Where's the jobs, they say? 2,000 jobs through the government's infrastructure for the ultra-fast broadband, 1,000 for the roads of national significance, 1,500 in upgrading of the national grid. More jobs are being created. Mr. Speaker, there was the wailing and the gnashing of teeth when there was introduced about the 90-day trial. We know now that there are 30,000 jobs that are there. But Mr. Speaker, and Mr. Ian Lees Galloway know this, in Australia, it's a 180-day trial. You don't hear that message, But New Zealand, we've been fair, we've been consistent, and that's created 13,000 more jobs. This government has performed for ordinary Kiwis in New Zealand.
The time for this debate has expired. Therefore, honourable members, I'm going to call on private and local order of the day number 1.
Waitaki District Council reserves